Hey YouTube, I wanted to make a video on something a little embarrassing, something I didn't do. I didn't practice what I preach. And all these cans you see here are out of date. Excuse me. And there's probably about 10 more that I didn't put on the table just because it's pretty embarrassing. But just going through my stuff yesterday. I was actually going through it, checking dates, instead of just putting cans away, putting cans back. And there were about close to 17, 18 cans that are just out of date. Now, they're not like years out of date. They're only a few months, so it's not that bad. But, you know, it's important to check dates when you got to rotate. And I was a little lazy on that. Because of that, I have a lot of cans that are out of date. Now, I'm not going to throw them away. That'd be crazy. I am going to use them, you know, for throughout the next couple of weeks. But I also didn't realize how much food I actually have. I have a lot more food than I thought. Thankfully, I have about, well, with these cans now out of date, before I had noticed they were out of date, I had about probably close to 6 months worth of food between, you know, stored rice away, other, you know, I've got like probably close to 2 cases worth of MREs. You know, I have a couple packs of Mountain House and canned food. And I hadn't realized how much food I actually had. Now with all these cans, I'm probably been set back a month, but I'll work my way back up. But it's important to keep track of how much you have, and which I plan on doing. Start doing better, because I'm happy I had more than I thought, but I'd like to get that 6 months up to maybe 8, and then eventually up to a whole year. Which would be good. And I think a year is a good like point to reach, because, you know, even if you have a year's worth, you can stretch that out long enough to where, you know, if there's a disaster and it's, you know, the end of August or September and you don't have any, you know, gardens planted, you know, that'll get you through the winter long enough to where you can plant again, and, you know, you still have a little bit of extra food if you stretch it, and, you know, and you while your plants are growing, you still have enough food that you can get by, and then, you know, canning and all that other stuff with gardening. But like I said, always check the dates and make sure you rotate and you keep track of how much you have and what you have in stock. And personally, I plan on I didn't realize how low my water storage was. I only have probably 20 gallons to 30 gallons of water for 3 people, which, you know, is pretty low, you know, considering if you go by the gallon a day per person. So I'm going to work on that. I'm still going to buy ammunition, just nowhere near as much, since I've reached my you know, my goal of 2,000. I'm going to work on water storage, hopefully get another 20 to 30 gallons. And I'll do another video. I want to show you guys what I use for storage, besides just the gallon water jugs, which I think is a good idea. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that, let you guys know. But thanks for watching, and don't forget, without sacrifice there could be no victory.